What up guys, welcome to Chef Vic, and today episode is going to be a cool one for you guys to enjoy because I just got my cool little book of Disneyland recipes. This was a cool book, got it off of Amazon of course, and then it has cool recipes like of course the famous Dole Whip, Disneyland corn dogs, the Matterhorn cookies, and even some cool recipes from Disney World in Florida. So it has the best of both worlds right there for you guys. I want to do a cool review on this, so I'm going to be doing some cool recipes once in a while to show you guys what this book has to offer. And so far, I'm loving it. I've been skimming through it. So stick around guys, let's start cooking. And then let's bring a little Disneyland to our homes. So we all miss Disneyland. Don't worry guys, it will eventually open up. But to bring the little piece of Disneyland in our homes, so the food of course, I'm gonna start off with corn dogs. Corn dogs are most popular in Disneyland, of course. They're big corn dogs, you know what I'm saying? Nice and crispy, nice and fluffy. I'm gonna teach you guys how to make this through this cookbook and see how they prepare. Do they taste like the park or at least close to the park as possible? Now note to self, I have trouble finding some popsicle sticks to put in with the corn dogs and stuff, so I'm using skewers, so that's gonna be a little different. But if you have them, use those to be closer to it indeed. So let's get started with this cool corn dog recipe.
Alright guys, so let's start off with the dry ingredients for this delicious corn dogs from Disneyland. Let's start off with all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cornmeal. Right here we got the sugar, we got the baking powder, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of black pepper. That was interesting on this book. I made corn dogs before and I never thought of adding black pepper for some reason, but that was pretty cool. That's a little unique for this recipe. But so when you mix up your dry ingredients, make sure you cook well combined, and then you're gonna set this dry ingredients to the side, and we're gonna get ready to start our wet ingredients. So once you set aside of the dry, we're gonna start with wet. Of course, it's gonna be a cup and a half or so of milk, and we're gonna add 1 egg. You don't have to worry about making the egg room temperature, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, you're just gonna crack that egg right inside that milk, and you're gonna mix it together to combine with the milk. In the recipe of the book, of course, it didn't really specify of keeping your dry ingredients somewhat separate. It is a habit for me. I just like keeping things kind of separate and then gently mix them together in the end. And you can see I spilled a little milk right there. But once after that, you're gonna add your dry to your wet, and then you're gonna mix it all up. Make sure. Now the recipe book did say do not over mix, so you just want to mix to combine, and then pretty much that's it. This recipe is pretty good actually. I like this corn dog recipe. It was very delicious. It reminds me of Disneyland. If you guys had Disneyland corn dogs before, you're in for a treat, my friends. It makes you feel like Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? So once you mix it, you're gonna place it into a container. Now here's a trick. I place mine in a mason jar. That helps me to dip the corn dogs in there and store it. So this stuff keeps up for they say up to 5 days, so about a week. So you can have corn dogs throughout the week. That's pretty cool. So yeah, now I use this vessel, so it makes it more easier to dip the corn dogs so I can fry it. And I made a little mess right there, but that's all right. All right, so I'm using, it calls for all beef hot dogs. I got these ones right here. I think mine was a little too long in the end, so I kind of have to trim them up a little bit to help not only fit in my mason jar, but also to make it more easier that way. You can use these. I highly recommend though finding a more taller vessel to dip your batter in, because these corn dogs are a little too long. But recipe calls for drying them completely. It says it helps keep the batter thick. That's pretty cool. Normally you always dust them with flour, and that's a pretty cool trick. I never knew that. So right here I use the skewers. Of course, for some reason I keep having trouble finding popsicle sticks. So if you have popsicle sticks, use those because they just ask for those in the recipe book. But I got the skewers, so it's not really a big thing. But if you want to make it to the T, popsicle skewers is your thing. So just stick these guys in. I keep them on the towel to keep them dry as possible. So once you did all that, you're gonna heat up a pot of oil halfway full, of course, so you don't want nothing to overfill. I'm using vegetable oil, that's what the recipe calls for. And then you're gonna dip your corn dogs, or I mean hot dogs first, inside the batter. Make sure it coats everything. Once it coats everything, you're gonna place it into the fryer carefully. Just leave it in there for a little bit to develop that crust, and then you kind of twist with your finger into the oil and fry them up. So good. And I want to put this book onto my description, so you guys want to order through Amazon or whatever, be my guest. It will be right there in the link and down below with the recipe, of course. So after frying, you gotta fry them golden brown. So good. So right here I messed up. So these are like the first batch I did not like, but the second batch you guys are going to see came out good. I mean, delicious. So this is technically the second batch right here. They came out way better. The other ones for some, that's how it is though. Second batch, you know. So enjoy your delicious corn dogs. These are awesome, nice, sweet, savory. Those so good, guys. You guys are going to enjoy these corn dogs.
Alright guys, that was the cool little video on how many corn dogs. Now, for some reason I got the wrong hot dog, so they're a little longer than my vessels, and I'm trying to find everything to dip in, so I just cut a little snip to fit my vessel that I use for the batter. The reason why you want to use that, it makes it easier to dip your batter and all that, and drying. I was so used to dusting my hot dog with flour to make the corn dogs and dip in there, but I follow this recipe to the T of this cookbook. Let me get the cookbook right here. Right here. So it says to just dry your hot dog completely, and that'll allow the batter to stick, and that's pretty cool. I did taste one. Tastes like a Disneyland corn dog to me. It actually was pretty good. It was sweet, little crunch to it. Has some little saltiness to it. The beef hot dogs, of course, comes in with a beef flavor, juicy and all that good stuff. It's really a good corn dog indeed. It will take you back to the days when you're walking in Disneyland, enjoying yourself, having fun with your friends, family, loved ones, and all that stuff. Happy memories will bring to you with making this dish. So good, guys. I'm really impressed. I'm really excited to make more recipes about this book. I will put the link below what I got from Amazon. You guys can go check that out. And if you are interested in getting it, I highly recommend it. It will blow your mind. Recipe is pretty cool, simple and easy. They did say too, the batter will keep up for 5 days, so you can have hot dogs at hand. Just make the batter ahead of time and make corn dogs. You know what I'm saying? So can't wait, guys, to show more videos about this. Leave a comment below. What's your favorite little snack time of Disneyland you wish you could have? And what's your favorite, you know? So corn dog is one of my favorites. Love that. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, hit that like. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit the bell to notify of upcoming videos, of course. Please guys, hit that subscribe and like. It really helps out my channel to make awesome content for you guys, because you guys are awesome. So thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time, my friend.